Hey everyone, welcome back to the streaming stuff. I haven't been here in a while, dude. As you can see, I made some progress. Beat Clutterfunk. I'm in the process of doing theory of everything. Got a few chests and stuff. I got my icon, my wave, and my ship. My icon is the missing one, the king one. Yeah, I got a lot of stuff done. Yeah, but today we're gonna be starting off with showing you this cavernal pursuit. Oh yeah, I'm kind of sick right now. Oh, like. Hi, Dodo. Yeah, I worked on my level a little bit. I got a lot of stuff done in the meantime that you were guys gone. So yeah, it's quite obvious that we all got trolled for 2.2 by RobTop yet again. I'm not too mad. I'm just kind of disappointed. Yeah, I did that. Yes, it's so much. I'm on the bus right now. I just decided to live stream because why not? My friend's not staying with me, so I don't really have anything to do. Yeah, let's play Rush Hour. Dude. You want me to beat another demon? You know what? Never mind. I shouldn't have said that. I'm not gonna do that on the bus. I'll do it maybe when I get home. Frick. But I can't really play Jump Dash while on the bus. There's so much bombs. So many bumps in me. Jeez, this road has so many bumps. Alright, let's do Theory of Everything too. Theory of Everything. I've been working on these levels, and I got all 3 coins for every single one of them. The reason I haven't beaten Theory of Everything is the same reason, because I'm trying to get all 3 coins. So let's do that. Frick. So is my stream quality good? Like, I'm not saying. Cool. Good job, dude. I'm not saying the content, like how good I am at Geometry Dash and all that. I'm saying is like the video quality and the mic quality good for you guys, because I checked my videos and they were bad. We're at a stop right now. It's my chance. And I died. Of course, I freaking died. That was my one chance to get that coin. Yeah, we're going again. Awesome. Down the same bumpy ass road. Sorry for swearing. Also, my comments are turned off, and I can't turn them on without going onto a computer, which is trashy. I don't have a computer, so like, I guess my comments are turned off. Alright. Not that I know what bitrate is. I do, but I'm guessing it's like the video quality. Like it's like pixely and stuff. Yeah, that's what it is. But I looked at where you guys are from, because I can do that. Because on YouTube Studio, I could look at where my viewers are from, and 90% of them are from Canada. Hold on. This is like a fucking demon part. I hate that. I can do it decently normally, but like I can do it, but I'm not in the fucking buzzing while everyone's watching me. I hate it. Ooh. It's just I think that part's impossible on the bus. If I'm being honest, so I'm just gonna skip over that for now. I honestly think that that part is fully impossible on the bus. I tried to do it before this as well, so. But anyway, you guys are Canadian. That's nice. I'm not saying anything bad about it. I'm just saying it's interesting, I guess. I have 10% American and 90% Canadian as my viewers. I'm not gonna ask where you're from though. I'm not. Just saying. So this is interesting. Yeah, I was doing karate last night, and someone knocked my Adam's apple. So yeah, I'm losing my voice along with me being sick earlier in the week. So. Mother Russia. I'm from Russia, I'm in Poland. Nice one. I honestly think that they should make that part a little bit easier. Maybe like a half a block up even. It's way too hard. Oh, it's so shaky. It's impossible to keep my hands steady, so I just don't try. Yeah, that one coin at the ship part is holding me back. That's a fucking die. Yeah, I'm about to get home though, so I might do that if I don't beat it. But I will when I get home. I'm going to get that coin anyway. So I mean, your locations, which is probably smart if I'm being honest. If you're from Poland, because it only says Canada. It says Canada and America. And America. Sorry, I'm looking out the window. Checking where it was. Still got a while before I get off. Gotta go down another side street. And then on there. Side street has 2 circles with a lot of people. And the side street has a lot of people on it, so it'll be like about 15 more minutes before I get there. Maybe 10. More on that. Fuck. I stream on Omlet every single time I stream. Oh, you mean to the Omlet app? No, I don't. I mean, I could if you want. Do you want me to? Because I've been considering it. I might also be able to, oh crap, I missed that. I'll get those when I get home. I might be able to stream to both at once though, so I'll check that. Okay, I'm not really really paying attention to this. That's why I'm just not really doing this so well. So I'll be better when I get home. You want me to stream Pocket Edition Minecraft and like Terraria as well? Because I can start streaming like, say, Terraria instead of new like Mage playthrough or Minecraft and try and get a nice world on there. Or I can stream my realm. Because I own a realm. It'd also be nice to play with you as well. Because if you guys have Minecraft, then I can play with you on my realm. So Minecraft's definitely a thing that I will do. Yeah, I have Fortnite. We can play. I just haven't played in a while. I have played Chapter 2 Season 1 though, so I know all the new stuff. I mean, not all the new stuff. The last time I played was the winter event, right before the Star Wars event, and the winter event was over. So I'm probably gonna be a little bit rusty, but I can play with you, yeah. Play like squads if we get I missed it again. Damn it. If we can get Eric Van the Legendary Potato or something, I'm not sure. I think I'm mixing the name up with Hey. Let's get that GG's. Okay, Electroman Adventures. I'll do that coin. I'll do the coins when I get home, okay? Because I just can't do it right now. I can beat all these easy. I'm just having trouble with the coins and not really paying attention at the same time. So it's just like combination of But I do have to pay attention to the road so I can tell where my stop is. Fuck. I'm subscribed and bell ringed to a lot of people, but I don't know why I am. Like Creeper's Edge. I've only watched like 2 of his videos. I just thought he was really funny. Fuck. Almost missed that, jeez. I might have to pause the game and just talk while I'm walking off the driveway. In, like, getting home and settling down. So I have like a quarter-mile long driveway, so it's a very long driveway, and I have to pay attention because it has a lot of dips. There's a gully right next to it, and yeah, I live in nature. It's nice. This is probably my favorite main song. I don't know, man. I do, don't I? That's weird. It's really weird. I don't know what the last point is. It would probably be in that part, if I'm being honest. Fuck. I totally could have made it too. Alright, my stop's coming up. Trip. Oh gosh. Hello. What?
No dancing.
GG. Alright, here's my stop. You're gonna hear loud footsteps for a while because they have boots on. Snowy where I live. I'm live streaming right now. Sorry. Alright, well, have a great weekend. See ya. Bye. Yeah. Got the mail. Great. Got one more thing to carry. I'm playing Geometry Dash. Male version of Juniper. Yeah, I'll be able to play. Baba? What the frick does that mean? What the heck does Baba mean? Walking is harder, not surprisingly. Walking while playing Geometry Dash. Like, playing Geometry Dash while walking is harder. Not surprisingly, is what I meant. Burp! Excuse me. Ah, fuck. I'm gonna play some, like, auto levels while I'm waiting. Auto! Just grind some stars while I'm waiting. Jax. It's the top rating and all, like, the most popular. I don't speak a language. What the fuck? How was that? Did I sing good? Am I good? Am I good at singing? Polish is hard. Nice. Epic. English is harder. English is annoying. Sorry for your ears. Oh, I like that. That's cool. I'm very cold. I left my coat in the bus. I left my coat on the bus. Left my coat on the bus. This is not okie dokie. Oh, got it. Oh, nice one, dude. What's your opinion? No, it's not. It's fact. I have A and C. Nah, it's your opinion. Frick you. Hi, fam. I am live streaming right now. I'll turn off my mic. Do I have another hour lesson? Alright. Good. Alright, we're talking about my drum lessons. What? Alright, yeah, we're just talking about my drum lessons. And I have until 4, because we're going to leave at 4, and then I'm going to go to it. Yeah, alright, well, I have about 50 minutes. 50, not 15. So, yeah, let's go play some GD. Just getting some snackos. And snack it about and I'm in bed. Alright. Back to my streaming spa. Yes. Girl Pursuit. I stream on Mixer. My name is the Maniac526 if you want to watch. I have the 6S. 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 Oh yeah, the coins. I gotta go get the coins. I'm gonna num nom on the goldfish. Alright, let's see. Yeah, I'm pretty smart, I'd say. Why? I'm not the smartest man on earth, but I'm pretty smart. Oh my god. So Zilty, you're an idiot. Yeah, but I'm gonna skip the demons, and then I'm gonna work on those last. The final level I ever work on will be Deadlocked. For the main levels. Bro, I don't know. We all got trolled by Rob Top. That's one of the mysteries in the black holes that are out there. We'll never know until it comes out. Which might be never, if I'm being truly honest. Heck. Don't tap, don't tap. What is wrong with me right now? I can do it fine normally. I'm trying to do this while eating goldfish. Come on. You get ASMR while I'm playing Candy Dash. Sandy boy, alright. Undertale is epic. Especially this. Oh, I got it. Oh, I just rapid tapped for that, and that kind of hurt. I've tried to. Don't call me a monster. I like playing the game, and I hate people who say you a monster. I don't hate the people. I hate when people. Because I can do what I want. It's $20 that I spent. Oh my god! Ah! Jumping too soon. This sucks. I'm actually trying to do a genocide run. My first one. I've been trying to do it for a while. I haven't played Undertale in a while either. So that's like a double no-no. And I got stuck on Metaton because I thought that the last monster was Metaton, but it turns out I had to beat one more monster before beating Metaton, and then monsters don't spawn on the genocide run after beating Metaton. So why would you be a monster? You haven't played Undertale in a while? Oh my god. Oh my god. Why would you say, did you kill Sans, you monster? If you killed Sans, you have no right. You know? Haha, stupid, haha, stupid. Okay. Oh my god, what is wrong with me? Yeah, if I could figure out a way to stream from my if I could figure out a way to stream from my Switch, then I would stream Undertale. And don't tell me how in a very detailed way, because I'm trying to concentrate. So. Oh, also, do you like my SteelSeries headset? It's epic. Also, you never answered my question from earlier. Do you want me to stream to Omlet Arcade or no? Trying to play while holding it with one hand, getting your phone is not easy. Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I beat Jabba. On the genocide, version. Actually, you know what? I kind of want to stream Terraria. I'll do that after I get back from my drum lesson. Also, I have a 3-day weekend, and you don't. Haha, noob. Get wrecked. I'll do a level request right now. anymore. What was the comment? Come on, man. Watch you or Laser Beam's new video. Me. Me. Watch me, not Laser Beam. I understand that Laser Beam is epic. I watch him as well every once in a while, but watch me. Hold up. Also, this video has 64 views, and I'm excited. Also, hey, I could do that right now if you want. Let's do that right now.
Welcome back to another episode of I don't know what the fuck I'm doing anymore. In the last episode, Jotaro challenged me to make a 3D game. Why you don't try make a 3D game? Or you can't do that? So I made a first-person parkour thing, and today we're gonna finish it and upload it for everyone to play. I started off by adding some subtle speed lines at the very edges of the screen that indicate how fast you're going and also makes you feel like an airplane, which, you know, is pretty cool because airplanes are cool. And I achieved this effect using a particle system in front of the player. Next up, I finished the grappling gun by animating the rope and making the swinging more realistic and fun to play around with. So with the basics done, we have to make some maps so you can actually play the game, because, you know, that'd be pretty cool. I got to work on the first map, which is a tutorial level. It's pretty straightforward and just teaches you how to play. It's just like my grandma used to tell me, bruh, Danny, tutorials are lit, yeah. A big problem with the grappling gun is that it's very hard to aim while moving at high speeds, so I implemented an auto-aim feature that helps you aim at the spot closest to your aim. And with that done, we can go back to working on maps again. So I started putting together the first level, which is like literally just a couple of boxes, and a table. Don't forget the table. It's a fine table, handcrafted by yours truly. I made sure to build it strong and sturdy so it doesn't fall apart and can take a bit of a... Physics make me go yes. So I did some coding, and just like that you can now pick up and throw objects around, which is pretty fun. Smash like now if this makes you go yes. Now as you know, ragdolls make me go very much yes. So of course I implemented the ability to drag around and play with ragdolls, because who doesn't like to play around with dead bodies, am I right? Come on.
Oh my god.
Is that just me, or... Yeah, it's just me? Shit. FBI, open up! And I implemented a line that shows you how you're dragging an object, which leads us to this clip.
Epic.
So doors are pretty cool since you can walk through them and stuff, so I'm gonna make my first model using Blender, which will be a door. And when I say model, I mean literally just a rectangle, because I don't know how to do more than that in Blender, okay? Don't judge me. Guys, this is literally me when I walk through a door. Smash subscribe now if that's totally relatable, guys. Then I used a Blender plugin to split the door into pieces, and using this, we now have a destructible door. Have you ever stopped and considered, why do I have ears? Probably not, because you're not a big brain like me, but it's actually so you can hear sounds and stuff. So I found some free sound effects from GDC and made a slow motion sound effect using Fruity Loops, and here is the result. If milk was considered alcohol, I would probably be an alcoholic, because I drink a lot of milk. I don't know where I'm going with this. So anyway, I modeled a milk carton in Blender, which is probably my first model that's not just a cube. Yeah, this is pretty advanced. We're doing a triangle on top of a cube. Yeah, I know, insane. Wow. Then I slapped it into the game, turned it into a spinny boy, and also gave it a white outline. So the goal of the game is to reach the milk, because the bad guys took it from you, so now you have to get it back. Based on a true story. I'll never forgive you, Johnny, you fucking sack of shit. Anyway, I also added a timer, because this game is based on my 2D game Carlson, which people started speedrunning for some reason, so I figured I might as well add a timer then. Oh, and like Obama once said in a presidential speech, Danny, you dumbass, you need to make a main menu. So I got to work on a main menu, which I spent like 5 hours on, and I was really happy with it. And then I managed to fucking delete the entire thing, and now I don't have it anymore. So a pro tip to all of you game devs out there, don't be an idiot like me, just don't be like me at all, and you're probably fine. So I put it all together again, and here it is in all of its glory. I also added a setting to lower the graphics.
He went back, right? He came back.
Out there with bad computers.
He came back, right?
This time on maps will also be displayed now. But as you might be able to tell, this room is about as empty as my brain, which was pretty goddamn empty. So we need to make some more models. And so I got to work on some office props. I started with a locker, then I made a computer screen, and here it all is in game. It's looking pretty good, but I feel like something is missing, and I'm not sure exactly what that is. Every good game has explosions, so first I made an explosive barrel model in Blender, which is probably the coolest goddamn cylinder you've ever seen in your life. I also made a texture in Photoshop, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I've never done this before, I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing. But anyway, so I tried a texture and it failed miserably, like my life. Man, these jokes are getting pretty old. But after some messing around, I got it working properly, and here it is in action. It's not really action, it's kind of just standing still, but there it is, you know what I'm saying? An explosive barrel in the middle of an office.
What?
You ate at least 2 bags of goldfish and all.
Totally natural. And using Unity's particle system, I made an explosion effect, which, if I may say so myself, it's looking pretty fucking sick. And here is the result of everything we've put together so far. It's all coming together really nicely, and I'm pretty happy with the progress so far. It would be a damn shame if something were to happen, like for example the entire project getting corrupted because of a blackout or something, you know, that's just silly. So the project is fucked, tons of files are corrupted, nothing works, many errors, nice. But by some miracle, my friend warned me of the power being cut in the area, so I made a backup literally 10 minutes before it happened. I'm not even kidding. Shout out to Evil for saving my fucking ass. We're back in action, baby, let's go! And now I need to make more maps for everyone to play. So first I made a sandbox level, which has a ton of obstacles, enemies, and props to play around with. Oh, and you can also rocket jump on explosions, which, you know, is pretty cool. Then I made a second sandbox level, which is pretty much the map you saw in the first part of this video, but with a bit more things around the level to mess around with. And the reason I'm making a lot of these sandbox levels is because they're easy to make and still pretty fun to play on. After some playtesting, I realized that it's kinda hard to notice when you're in slow motion, so to fix this I added a distortion filter so you can hear when you're in slow motion. So let's give it a try and see what it sounds like. After blowing out my eardrums and turning my brain into liquid, I cleaned up the mess and then fixed it, and the slow motion now feels much better as it's very clear whenever it happens.
Alright, well that's really cool. You watch this guy too?
Then I got to work on some gun models in Blender to spice up the graphics a bit, because it looks a bit bland currently. So I started with a pistol, then I made an SMG UC thing, I don't know, and I also made a new grappler gun. So here you can see them in action. It's just a bit prettier to look at than what was previously in the game because they were just kind of squares. So yeah, it's a bit cooler. I also put together a shotgun, which is probably my best model so far, and I gave it a ton of recoil so you can use it to fly around. And finally, I made some sort of grenade launcher, pistol, futuristic thing. I don't know, it shoots explosive bullets, which is pretty cool. And since I'm not really sure exactly what this is, I'm just gonna call it a boomer, because it goes boom. And yeah, and you can use it to blow up enemies, but more importantly, you can use it to blow up yourself, which is great, because rocket jumps are sick. Obviously, this and the shotgun is highly inspired by Team Fortress 2. And finally, I got back to making some more maps. Now, the second map is just a bit of parkour and enemies and stuff, and suddenly, boom, lava, what the fuck? And for the third map, I just said fuck it and made lava everywhere, because lava is kind of cool, I guess. This one is just high-speed grappling, sliding, jumping through holes, and all of that fun stuff, so not really a whole lot of enemies, not really a whole lot of purpose, but there's lava and there's jumps, so that's pretty cool. Obviously, these maps are pretty bad and rushed and only took me a couple of hours to make because I have to get this video done and uploaded by Friday, so I don't really have time for much more than this. But I would love to work more on them in the future and possibly introduce a map editor so I can get you guys to do the job for me, because then I don't have to do anything, which is great. Then Evan King uploaded a new song on his channel, and since the game currently doesn't have any music and this song is absolutely slapping, I put it into the game. There's a link to Evan's channel down below. Go subscribe now or I will slap you with a sack. I also added some more settings and finally some more maps, so there's a bit more gameplay to play. And I set up a Steam page, since I want to keep working on the game and turn it into a full release. So if you follow the link in the description, you can wishlist the game on Steam, and if the link doesn't work, then you'll have to wait a couple of days until the page has been approved by Steam. Then I uploaded the game to itch.io, so if you follow the link in the description down below, you can download the game for completely free, and I'm not supposed to give my personal opinion here, but that's a great price. It's available for Windows, Mac, and Linux, though I haven't tested it on Linux and Mac, so I can't really confirm if it works there or not. Do keep in mind it's all pretty rushed, there are still many bugs, the movement is kinda wonky and definitely needs some work, especially when it comes to wall running, because for example if you hit the roof or something, things get a bit weird. But that being said, it's still a fun little game. Also, big shout out to Evil and Janik on Discord who playtested the game and gave me tons of great feedback. A lot of people have also asked for source code for the movement, so I'll upload that and post it on my tutorial channel when I have cleaned it up a bit. Link to my tutorial channel is in the description down below. Anyway, that's gonna be it for me. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to smash subscribe for more trashy content like this, because at 1 million subscribers, I'm doing a milk reveal and you definitely don't want to miss that. Smash like if you liked the video, smash dislike if you don't, and remember, hit the sack, drink milk, and don't be whack. You wacko.
Oh, what did you say? No, Dodo. No, Dodo. Don't do that, Dodo. Dodo, no. No, it's not. I love this game. What you talking about, man? It kind of feels like a little bit like Super Hot.
Daryl, a tax advisor, is showing Eric his new 365 tax plan.
Meet Carlson. Carlson likes to drink milk and kick ass, and he's all out of milk. weeks ago was the Mix and Game Jam, where you had to create a game in 2 days, hosted by Andre. There's a link to his channel down below. And for this jam, I thought it was finally time to step up my graphics, because so far I've only made games using simple shapes like squares and triangles, and so Carlson was
How was your day? Okay.
bored. The name Carlson is actually a reference from a book my mom used to read for me when I was a kid, called Carlson on the Roof. Now, to be fair, he didn't actually run around on rooftops shooting people, but he did have a propeller sticking out of his ass, so I'm just saying. But let's go back to the beginning and see how this game was made in only 2 days. It all started with the Mix and Game Jam theme reveal. Take a mechanic from a game and remake it in another dimension. The first mechanic that came to my mind was super hot slow motion. Whenever you stand still, time slows down, which is just really cool and makes for some super awesome bullet time. It's like Isaac Newton used to say, slow motion is dope. 2019. So the first thing we need to do is make a character to animate. I've never made a character rig or animations before, so this could really go either way, but let's give it a shot. First, let's draw the character in Photoshop. I wasn't quite sure what character to go for, so I ended up using a photo of me where I dressed up as a thug. After a while, I ended up with this thing. I don't know what to tell you. It's like it's a budget version of me in 2D, and it still looks better than me in real life, so it's kind of sad. Then I violently ripped off all of his limbs, leaving him in immense pain, only to stitch him back together in Unity afterwards as a character rig. Alright, time to make my first animations. Wish me luck, cause I'm probably going to need it. I started by rotating some parts here and there, and eventually ended up with a Naruto run. Perfect. Then I made the jump animation, which started with just his legs humping the ground, but finally he got his legs in the air and did some sort of front flip thing. And then I connected some lines between some boxes, I don't know, mashed my keyboard a bit, and ta-da, first animation is in place. Perfect result on first try, boys. What can I say? I'm a natural. And eventually I landed on this. It's not very pretty, but it gets the job done. And of course, my favorite part of any video game, ragdolls. When you die, your character turns into a ragdoll and flops all over the place. Big yes. And of course, I implemented the most important mechanic for this game, the slow motion, to give that super hot vibe. But in my game, it's depending on the user input. This allows you to get slow motion while jumping or sliding if you just let go of left or right, which is really fun. Currently though, the run animation is questionable, so I found an image on Google about how to actually make run cycles and implemented it into my game. And there we go, he's no longer doing the Naruto run, which it's kind of sad, but probably for the better. Now the final piece of mechanic we need is sliding, because sliding is awesome, everyone likes sliding. So I slapped together a quick slide animation, and here's how it looks. That's totally how sliding works. And finally putting it all together, it looks a bit like this. It's kind of stiff, but it works for now. I also quickly added Unity's post-processing stack and implemented it with the slow motion, so there's some more visual feedback whenever you enter and exit slow motion. It is time to make some guns, because this game needs some pew pew. And I already made a lot of gun assets for my previous game that I made last weekend, and since you're allowed to use pre-made assets, I'm just gonna recycle them, because hashtag save nature. And after a bit of programming, we ended up with some functional shooting. You can even shoot enemies, which aren't really enemies yet, so you're just kinda shooting yourself, but the idea is there. Now let's add some particles to cover up my mistakes and bad graphics and pretend the game looks good. So I added a blood particle effect as well as a muzzle flash for the actual shooting, and here it is in action. Just like Albert Einstein once said, if your game looks bad, just add some particles or something, it's gonna make it look better. Time to make an enemy model so you're not just running around shooting clones of yourself. Even though some of you would probably get a lot of satisfaction out of destroying Danny clones, it doesn't look very good gameplay wise. After I finished the enemy, I realized he low-key looks like Dr. Disrespect, and then I put him into the game, added some camera shake and more blood because you can't really get enough blood effects, and we already have some pretty good looking stuff. But it's not quite fair of me to abuse him like this, so I gave him the ability to fight back. But that was a mistake because now I'm the one being abused, and I can't let that happen, so I kept fighting him until I eventually got him good. Yeah, get bitches. And of course, it's not really an epic action slow-mo shooter without windows breaking and glass flying everywhere. So I made some glass explosion using Unity's particle system, and it turned out really cool until Dr. Disrespect ruined everything. Sound effects. As usual, I'm gonna use SFXR, which is a free sound effect generator to make my sounds. And here's what it sounds like so far. Another very important detail is being able to tackle enemies by sliding into their legs. So you can now pop them up into the air by sliding into them and shooting them mid-air. Very much yes. Then I made a quick little house with some enemies and windows to showcase what the game looks like so far. And now we have around 26 hours left, so let's actually get a main menu into the game because that's kind of important so you can actually play. So here is a very basic menu I came up with. You can also restart when you die or go back to the main menu. But we're starting to run kind of low on time, so we really need to start working on stages for the game so there actually is some gameplay. I worked on a few of them, and here you can see stage 3. Pretty fun, kind of cool, I don't know. And since we're working on stages, we need to add some fun props. And you know what makes any game better? Explosions. Yes, I started by making a barrel in Photoshop, and then I made an explosion particle effect, which is probably my sickest one so far. I'm not supposed to give my personal opinion, but it looks pretty f***ing sick. And then I polished some of the animations a bit to make them smoother and added a new animation for when you're free falling in the air, and I also added a little effect to the sliding so it looks a bit more juicy. And with that, I am going to call it the end of day 1. Hit the sack because it's currently 5 AM and I'm pretty tired. And I want to sleep. It is day 2 and the clock is currently 12 in the afternoon,
I don't know, man.
Which means we have about 11 hours to go as the jam ends at 11 PM. Now, one of the most fun mechanics in Superhot is being able to throw your weapon at enemies and also grab enemies' weapons mid-air after taking them out. So in order to implement all of this, I set up a list of everything we need to do for this to work.
Oh wait, what did you say?
Boom. See that? If you vape, you're more likely to start smoking cigarettes.
You put on the hammer to break it.
And here is the result.
I
You
don't
can now
know.
throw and pick up weapons, and if you take out an enemy, his weapon will come flying towards you, which is really cool, so you can kind of grab it in the air, or however you want to. It's pretty fun. And of course, since we're working on weapons, we need to add melee weapons as well to
don't know,
spice
man.
it up a bit.
Sorry.
So the first melee weapon I'm adding is obviously a banana, because we all know that's one of the strongest melee weapons known to man throughout history. If my memory serves me right, I think during World War II the banana was the most used melee weapon across like all nations, so obviously I'm gonna have to add it to my game. I also added Thor's hammer, Mjolnir, because why not? Whenever you
Oh,
throw it at
nice.
someone, it comes back to you and you can throw it again. Okay, we're looking good so far, but we only have about 6 hours left and there are many things left to do. The biggest one is to add more stages, but first we need to fix up some of the UI. Now luckily fixing the UI didn't take very long, so let's make as many stages as we can before the time runs out. But one last thing before working on the stages, let's add some more guns, because guns are fun. So I used some more of the models from my previous video, and here we go. They all have different stats, so bullet speed, bullet spread, bullet amount. It's pretty fun to play around with. Okay, but now it's time to finally work on adding these last few stages before the time runs out. And with 7 minutes left before the deadline, I submitted the game. If you want to try it out for yourself, you can download it on itch.io with the link in the description for Windows, Mac and Linux. This is probably my best game jam so far, and I'm very happy with the result. It's definitely a project I might work more on in the future and actually turn into kind of a small game for release, if that's something anyone would be interested in. So let me know in the comments if anyone would like to see this turning into like Carlson the game, because I think that could be fun. I might also eventually stream some development and other stuff on Twitch, so if you're interested in seeing that, you can follow me on twitch.tv/DannyMilkman, link down below. Also follow me on Twitter, because I need to flex more, and join our Discord server, or I will smash you. And finally, I want to say massive thanks to Andre from Mix and Jam for hosting this amazing game jam. I really had fun with it, probably my most fun game jam so far, and there's a link to his channel down below, which you should 100% check out. He posts some really good quality videos, just go check it out, he's really cool. But that is going to be it for me. Thanks for watching my video. Make sure to smash like and subscribe if you liked the video, and smash dislike if you didn't. And of course, drink your milk, hit the sack, and don't be whack. So, I started the simulation this morning.
Okay, I should probably play some Geometry Dash, just like the thing I was here to do. I'm gonna do that. Original, obviously. The, cheese. Nacho cheese. Alesta, back to you. Alright. Let's play that. Ugh, lyrics. People who make lyrics levels shouldn't. Why no custom orbs? You like the hot okay. Okay, demon. Get it, cause hot like fire and stuff. Hee 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 hee. This is a decently easy level, it's nice. It's a nice change. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Wow, okay. Hee hee tee hee. E. Should I make more videos or just stream? Ha 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 ha, funny. Should I make more videos or just keep streaming like this? But should I take, like, I would stream less than I normally do. You know, like how I used to before I took that break. I would stream a lot less than I did because I was making videos. Making videos with on mobiles is a pain. It's a really big pain and annoying. Why doesn't this person use any other vehicles? Like, the gameplay is decent, but stop. Like, seriously, stop. You gotta add different types of vehicles than just the cube. And don't do lyrics levels. Ugh. Like, the decode gameplay is good, but the song and other gameplay than just jumps is trash. I don't care about that. Oh my god! Oh my god! I'd rather not. Okay, I'm gonna finally beat Magmatic Sanctuary. Also, I'm gonna make Cavernal Pursuit a boss fight. I already beat Speed Racer, dude.